Hello, welcome. It's Stacy, your urban chicken mama, and today I want to share with you the new chicken feed I bought to replenish my girls' supply for several months to come. So today Coastal had their first flash sale of 2021, so I had to go down and take advantage. And here's what I bought for my girls. Some puppy chow. You want to make sure that when you buy food that you're getting your chickens tons and tons of protein. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Bunny. That they get lots and lots of protein because they need protein for these feathers, for their eggs. Hi, Bunny. For so many things to keep them healthy. When they molt, they need tons of protein, they need tons of calcium. When they lay eggs, they need tons of protein, tons of calcium. Yes, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. Okay. And there she goes. She's so cute. I love that chicken. That Goldie is probably my favorite chicken, but I shouldn't say that because you're not supposed to have favorites. So anyways, so you want to make sure that when you buy dog food or cat food to mix in with whatever you're going to make for your girls, that there's tons and tons of protein. This mix is beef, so I like that because as you saw in a prior video, I made some food for them in the Instant Pot with some beef and they loved it so much. So I made sure to incorporate that. The next thing I got was the Optimum Nutrition for Healthy Birds. Hi, Leina, Purina, chicken scratch. And this time I didn't get pellets because I found my girls really don't like pellets. They rather have the smaller ones. So this time I got that to mix in, and I especially liked it because there's oyster shells already in the mix. And as you know, or maybe you don't know, they have to have oyster shells. They have to have that calcium in order to make their eggs strong and to produce good eggs and to keep them healthy. They're behind me messing around in the garden and it's so cute. So if I keep looking over there, that's why, because the raised planter beds, they are going through them and tilling away. And I love that because it's, well, A, it's cute, and B, it helps me for next spring's garden. The next thing I got was whole clean oats, and I've made another video about what I feed my chickens, and oats, they're not the same oatmeal we eat in the morning. I should open it. They are whole and they're whole grain and they're softer, but they're so full of protein. It's so good for them. See, beautiful, beautiful whole grains for the chickens. They need so much protein. It's so good. Get a Chi-Chi, get a Chi-Chi. There you go. And then I might as well show you the Purina laying nest. See, I got the crumbles instead of the pellets. They love that too. Come on, Chi-Chis. So we've got Lucy and Goldie and Ava down here eating what I'm throwing down. They're loving it. And then I said before that I wasn't going to do whole corn anymore, but I changed my mind because I noticed the new golden sex links that I have, the three of them, Vivian, Gracie, and Sophia, they gobble up the whole corn. So although my original girls don't like it, my new girls do, and corn is really, really good for your chickens. It, especially, you don't want to get cracked, especially whole, because it's got a lot of nutrition to it, but also corn helps chickens' digestive tract, keep them warm. Hi, here comes Sophia to get some corn. Helps their digestive tract to keep them warm and keep their body temperature up in the cold. Hi, Marilyn. So that's always really good. Let me see if I can scroll this down a little bit so you can see the girls. There we go. Look at them just chomping away. They're like, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Good girls. And so next, I got the black oil sunflower seeds. These, as they promise, are full of nutrients, and they're also soft shelled, so the chickens will just gobble them up and get a ton of protein. And again, I keep reiterating, they need calcium, they need oyster shells, they need protein. That is the diet to have a winning chicken mix, because it is the dead of winter. It is 40 something degrees here. It's not snowing because it's not in the 30s, but it is January, the end of January, and it's cold and dark and you don't get very much sun, and my chickens are still laying. I got 4 eggs this morning, and I'm getting between 5 and 6 on a typical day, every once in a while 3. But for 8 chicks, that's pretty good, especially when more than half of them are over 2 years old now. So that's when they start to slow down in their production. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to mix them up in these trash cans that I keep in my shed, because I like metal due to varmints coming, like mice and rats, that will chew through plastic and get anywhere they can to get the food. So I prefer metal garbage cans, and I'm just going to simply layer a little bit of each one, and then go in and mix and get it all incorporated. And oh, besides that, I am going to add diatomaceous earth. Whenever you buy diatomaceous earth, and I don't care what the critics say, it works. My chickens have never had worms. My dogs don't have worms. My cat doesn't have fleas or worms. My dogs don't have fleas either, because I mix this in with their food. And you don't have to use very much, but it works. It takes the skeleton, there's a technical word, it takes the exoskeleton and it sucks it dry and just sucks the life out of the bug, and it just goes away dead. And I had an ant hill underneath my driveway in the front yard. I've lived at my house 25-ish years now, and I had an ant infestation, ant hill underneath my driveway for years and years, and they would come around the house and come through the back door and get to the dog food, and there would just be a line of ants for years, every spring, every summer. And finally I killed them off with DE, diatomaceous earth. All you do is add a couple scoops. It doesn't hurt the animals, it doesn't hurt you. If you have digestive problems, if you have been to a foreign country and you might have something in you like worms or whatever, this would be a great thing, but please research it of how much to take and how long to take it. It doesn't taste like anything. It's fossils from the bottom of riverbeds. It is readily available to purchase. It's not very expensive. I had no idea it existed till a few years ago, but you can't tell me it doesn't work, because it has helped everything on my little tiny piece of land, which is small. But anyways, so you just mix a couple scoops in to this giant vat of food, and that's all you need. This is the only one I've ever bought since I've had my chickens, and it lasts forever. If you have a problem, you can just sprinkle some in the bottom of the coop. There was ants at the front door of my coop a year ago, and I sprinkled some out there under the rocks. Gone. Ants gone. Ants gone out of my front yard. I don't have flea collars. I don't give flea medicine to my animals anymore. What was that, Lucy? There was no one around her when she made that noise. And it works. So I highly recommend it, but like I said, please research it. There's a ton of YouTube videos out there about it, of how to take it for yourself, how to give it to your animals. Just the one thing I caution you is you don't want to breathe it, because it is bad for your lungs. So in our case, humans taking it, we mix it just a little bit in water and drink it. So if you're feeding it to your animals, just make sure you're not breathing it in while you're dispersing it to them. And so that's about the extent of it. I'm just gonna mix and put it all in the chickens' garbage cans, and they're ready for, my goodness, it gets everywhere too. They're ready for several months. I don't know, I didn't look back the last time I made this video, but I haven't bought this kind of food for them since then. So, you know, it's an investment to have chickens. I get $6 a dozen for my eggs, and I have, what, 13 people or so that I rotate through. So I get my money back. Oh, not my money back, but I get a good return on my chickens, plus the enjoyment and the love of having them for pets. Now, the other thing I wanted to quickly discuss with you is another way to avoid some costs for chickens is to reach out to local establishments that are around you. There's a local restaurant down the road that I frequent, and I've been talking to the manager and my friends too. I'll throw that in there too. Been talking to the manager there, and I just simply said to him, the things that you normally throw in the trash can, would you consider giving that to me, or I'll be happy to pay for it, for me to be able to feed it to my chickens. And I just gave him a small list. They can't have onions, they can't have apple cores, and what was the other thing I told him? There's a list of things they can't have, but I just wanted to make the list small because I don't want them to have trouble. So I want it to be easy for them. I said, you know, give me whatever you're willing to give me, and I will rifle through it, take out the onions, take out, you know, the bad things and that they can't have, and I'll run it through a food processor, put it in the freezer, and feed it to my chickens. So I was there yesterday, and he told me that he's got the cooks almost set up, and he just wanted to verify with me what the chickens can and can't have. It's quite a list. They can't have avocado shells, the outside, or the seed in the middle. They can't have the leaves of rhubarb, but they can't have rhubarb. That part is okay. They can have potatoes, but they cannot have the green potato, like if it wasn't quite ripe yet. They can't have apple cores, that's poisonous. They can't have onions. Oh, citrus, that's the big one. That's the other one I said to him, is they can't have any citrus. So that one is, you know, hard if someone's squeezing lemon on something a lot, you know, in a dish. So I just said to him, onions and citrus, the rest I will deal with. So he said they're about ready, and I will make a video when it comes about, but I am so excited that what they would normally just throw away, and they can't have moldy food, clearly. What they would normally just throw away, he's gonna give to me or charge me, I don't know for sure yet. I'm gonna get all that nutrients for my chickens. Now, as you may or may not know, I either put it in the compost, feed it to my dogs, feed it to my chickens, or I put it in a Ziploc in the freezer and I make broth out of it. So to be able to do this on a larger scale, it is going to save me a ton of money on the cost of feeding my chickens, and to be able to give them fresh vegetables from a restaurant and whatever else comes with that, pork, steak, beef, fat, salmon, whatever. I am going to utilize that, and I'm so excited to be able to feel like I'm doing something better for my chickens, better for the environment, better for the economy, and in a way, well, a huge way it helps me, but in a small way it helps them, because they're not going to have as much waste to throw away. And that just seems like a win-win all the way around. Now, I've only approached the one restaurant. We will see how this pans out. It might be once a week. I might have to go 4 times a week. I don't know. I mean, it's a restaurant, so how much waste are they going to have? How often is he going to want me to come and get it? I guess we'll see. And I will, like I said, I will keep you up to date with that, because I'm super excited for my chickens for that. My girlfriend was making jambalaya yesterday, so she gave me the carcasses of the shrimp, which is just like oyster shells for the chickens. They loved it. And all of the ends of the veggies and all that went, the parsley, all that went into her concoction, she gave that all to me. I put that through the food processor, and my chickens loved it for breakfast this morning. So super excited to get creative and to share that with you. You have the best day, and thank you again for tuning in. As a side note, someone has been out there constantly 3 unlikes to my videos. please share with me. Why do you not like my videos? Why are you giving me a thumbs down? I would love to have your input so I can improve to make it better so you don't feel like you have to have a thumbs down. Take care. Thank you. Make it a great day.